Alright, so here is another one of Apex's famous trick questions. Think about what secant squared looks like. If we were to look at a graph of secant squared, it would look like this. And if we were to restrict the domain from 0 to pi, it would look like this. And then you might think, oh, well, that's cool. I can just use the fundamental theorem of calculus and find the integral of secant squared and then evaluate it at pi, evaluate it at 0. But what'd you get? You would get, I don't know, what would you get? Do we even need to find out? Because what is one of the conditions of the fundamental theorem of calculus? The function has to be continuous over the domain. But what is f of pi over 2? Infinity, you might also call that undefined, right? Because you're doing secant of pi over 2 squared. Secant is 1 over cosine. Cosine of pi over 2 is 0. So you're doing 1 over 0 squared. So 1 over 0 is undefined. So later on in calculus, you'll learn how to show that it's infinity, but not in this course. So there's a spot where secant squared is undefined, which means you can't use the fundamental theorem of calculus. So all of these answers are wrong because we can't do it. So it's none of the above. So that's one of those fun little trick questions that are kind of annoying, but that are cases that you need to watch out for. Make sure your function is continuous over the domain.